Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review of my previous channel. This one by request, actually. Scream for Help. Let's check it out.
My name is Christina Ruth Cromwell. I'm 17 and I live in New Rochelle. I think my stepfather is trying to murder my mother.
One night, Christy can't sleep and she finds her stepdad.
Hi, Christy.
Perhaps doing something creepy in the basement?
Like some kind of banging on the pipes.
Have the wiring checked.
The next day, an electrician comes over and gets fried.
Never should have touched that box, not when it was wet. Must have seen the busted water pipe.
So the guy died and she's thinking, was that meant for my mom? She knew her stepdad, Paul, was in the basement the night before.
Why not? You've been crazy to get Paul Fox ever since you married your mother. That's why you went to that shrink to get over your nutty fantasy.
It wasn't a fantasy.
Well, she doesn't trust Paul, so she decides to follow him the next day. He's a realtor. He has access to a lot of other houses. She sees him cozying up to this woman named Brenda.
Won't be long before we're together all the time.
She tells Mom, but Mom is skeptical.
What is all this about?
I gave a demonstration ride to a prospective customer today, Brenda Bowl. Christy did see us together.
You never gave her any. He cut in front of me.
He was a mile ahead.
So she decides to take her friend, or her friend's boyfriend, and follow again.
Faster.
That's Josh.
Faster.
But suddenly the brakes go out in the car. Did Paul plan that for Christy's mom too?
You alright?
She does some more spying on them and she finds Paul and Brenda in a hotel. Christy and her friend get spotted though.
Run.
All down right now.
They get away, but then moments
I
later,
have my whole life in front of me.
She believed me.
Probably not, but I appreciate it anyway.
she didn't tell.
I won't see Miss Bowl again.
Yeah.
Her friend is dead though.
Police chief's waiting, Christy.
With his girlfriend dead, Josh cozies up to Christy instead. She decides to let Josh take her virginity.
Oh, shit.
Paul.
Well, what have you two been up to? Please use the front door on your way out, so you don't run into my wife.
Paul had been in Christy's bathroom trying to set an explosion up.
My God, you're gonna kill me too.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Christy.
Of course you have to kill me. If Mom dies, I get her money, not you. And if this had blown up now, you would have been killed too.
She's fine though. Christy follows them again. This time she gets a picture of them in the act. But the picture falls in the bedroom.
So it's picture proof, huh? I told you I've got to keep sleeping with him until he kills them. Then we can do whatever we want.
Paul thinks that's Brenda's brother, but it's actually her husband. And then he decides to give her the picture.
Hi. Here. Go on.
Jealousy.
Get out of here. Look, Karen, I can explain everything. It's not like it looks. Throw up.
She tells him to get out.
You think it was for your money? You think that's why I've been trying to kill you? Well, it wasn't. I've always hated you.
That night we have trouble though because
Get out of here. What is it? I saw Paul and Brenda go outside. They're coming to kill us.
they break in. They basically kidnap them.
Every time I kissed you, I wanted to throw up.
You bastard! Hurting an innocent child!
She's a slut. Caught her in bed fucking a little friend of hers, Josh Dealey.
I know Lacey's your husband.
Shut up! You bastards. Lying to me?
I wanted to tell you, Paul.
Well, they start fighting then. But they work it out and
It's to kill you.
their plan continues forward.
That'll be in about 2 hours.
Leave it open.
Well, Christy and her mother set up something in the basement where the power's going to go out. And when she comes up to go to the bathroom, she uses that as a time to escape.
Come out and set the big bad wolf. Or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
Why not?
Josh comes over.
I don't care about you, you stupid idiot. I don't even like you. I just want to lose my chair to someone.
She's trying to make it
Even if
obvious that something's wrong.
Now leave me alone.
They set up some water dripping on the electricity down there, on the fuse box. Power goes out again.
With her. Go fix the lights in the basement.
The puddle on the floor is going to take care of Brenda. And Paul blows up in the bathroom. Josh and the cops are coming. But Lacey got away.
Do you have to go?
Commissioner Dealey wants me to go through our house with him. He has a lot of questions.
Still looking for Lacey Bowl, isn't he?
Josh comes by, but so does Lacey. And that's the end of Lacey and our movie. All right, let's talk about Scream for Help. This is a movie that I originally taped off cable back in August of 1987. I had it on a beta tape, a same tape that I had Girls' School Screamers and Light Blast. So 3 movies that I saw on cable that month that I decided to tape. And I think I saw this one first. I didn't know what it was, and I enjoyed it, so I decided to tape it. It has some good-looking females in it, 2 of which take their clothes off, which was nice, and just a kind of a silly, cheesy little plot, but it was enjoyable. So there you go. Scream for Help. It's about this 17-year-old girl named Christy Cromwell. She believes that her stepdad is trying to kill her mom. I don't know what happened to dad, but mom is remarried to stepdad, and she thinks he's trying to kill her. Mom has some money, and so she thinks that's why he's trying to kill her, to get the inheritance, whatever. So anyway, she catches her stepdad in the basement doing something, and then the next day this electrician comes over kind of unannounced on a whim, and he ended up electrocuting himself in the basement. And Christy starts to think, geez, I think he was trying to set up my mom to be electrocuted. Then later on she catches him trying to start have some sort of electrical fire upstairs, which was supposed to blow up mom too, and she caught him at that. She follows him around also and catches him having sex with this other chick in some house somewhere. See, dad's a realtor, so he has access to other homes and things. So ultimately, Christy is right. What's happening is this woman, Brenda, who and this guy who's supposed to be her brother, Lacey, are working together in cahoots with stepdad to try to off the mom, and they're all going to split the money, that sort of thing. Turns out, though, Lacey and Brenda are actually, they're not brother and sister. They're man and wife. And Christy overhears this when she's spying on them all, and realizes that they're actually trying to blackmail her stepdad too. Nonetheless, she doesn't give a shit because her mom is in danger. So she actually snaps a picture of stepdad having sex with Brenda, and then Lacey is really upset because he sees the picture when he catches Christy, because he doesn't like his wife having sex with this guy, and she's like, "Oh, I have to because we're just doing this until we get the money." Blah blah blah. Well, he ends up letting Christy go with the picture, so she goes home, shows her mom. Mom decides to kick dad out, stepdad out. Then stepdad says, "I never loved you. I hated kissing you." Blah blah blah. So anyway, Lacey, Brenda, and stepdad come back, and they basically capture them in their own home, and they're going to kill them and make it look like some sort of a murder robbery type of deal. Well, Christy then reveals to her stepdad that Lacey and Brenda are really man and wife, and she says it in front of them, and then he realizes that he's being double-crossed. Then they get into a fight, and all hell breaks loose. At one point when they're locked in the basement, Christy and Mom, Christy does something to the electrical stuff down there and makes some water drip on it, which will eventually make the lights go out and shut down the power. And just as luck would have it, Lacey sends Brenda down later on to try to check on it, and she gets electrocuted. She gets fried. So she's out of the picture. The thing in the bathroom where the dad had tried to blow up Mom earlier, Christy sets up again, and she manages to lure her stepdad into there, and he blows himself up. Finally, Christy's boyfriend came with the cops and everything, and Lacey disappeared, and he was out of there. So it looked like everybody was going to be saved. But then the last scene in the movie, Christy is staying at the home of the police inspector or something like that. Lacey breaks in, and then she ends up stabbing him in the gut. She actually pushes it in further, kills him, and that's how our movie ends. So anyway, long-winded response there, but yeah, that's Scream for Help. Again, a couple of nice nude scenes in this movie as well. The woman who played Brenda was just an absolutely gorgeous actress. She only did like 3 things in IMDb. I remember seeing an article about it. In fact, you can still find it online. Somebody actually tried to track this woman down because she uses a different name. But they found her. She's apparently living in Minnesota, and she's a yoga instructor. And you know what? I found her Facebook page. She still looks pretty good. So anyway, that is it. Scream for Help. I reviewed this on my previous channel. By then, at that point, it had not been released on disc in any shape or form. I had burned a copy into a DVD-R, but since then it has come out on Blu-ray from the good folks at Scream. So way to go, Scream. This movie looks better than it ever has before. Looks good. So I'm doing this a little earlier than I thought because I actually had a couple people reach out and said, "Can you re-review Scream for Help?" Here you go. So anyway, check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Scream for Help. I'll leave a link to an Amazon down below if you're looking for it, and you should get it because it's fun. Watch it. Bye.